This is Rwanda, a small country in the center of Africa that faced one of the most tragic events in recent history, but rebuilt its economy in just 2 decades, to the point of being dubbed the Singapore of Africa, and leading the country in technological advancements that have revolutionized key economic sectors. But before I show you how Rwanda plans to get insanely rich, it's important to first understand its history. I want you to look at these photos from 1994, when the nation was torn apart by a genocide that resulted in the deaths of over 500,000 people in just 100 days. At the time, the population was slightly more than 7 million people. As a result of this brutal conflict, the nation was left in ruins, its infrastructure and economy destroyed, and its people severely traumatized. I want you to take a close look at this image. It will be crucial towards the end of this story, so keep it in mind as you watch this video. Now let's continue. So after the genocide, a political party called the Rwandan Patriotic Front, RPF, led by Paul Kagame, defeated the Hutu-led government and took control of the country. Kagame was appointed Vice President and Minister of Defense in July 1994, and he was later elected president in 2000. Under Kagame's leadership, the RPF enacted a number of reforms, including a new constitution, free and open elections, and economic liberalization. During his tenure, Kagame has overseen economic growth, an increase in living standards, and improved access to healthcare and education. Under Kagame's leadership, the RPF enacted a number of reforms, including a new constitution, free and open elections, and economic liberalization. During his leadership, Kagame has overseen economic growth, an increase in living standards, and improved access to healthcare and education. In the aftermath of the genocide, President Kagame took bold steps to rebuild the nation and create a better future for its people. One of the first things the RPF government did was to establish a temporary government and take steps to stabilize the country and prevent further violence. The RPF recognized that in order to rebuild the country, they would need help from the international community. Luckily for them, they got it. So in the first year after the conflict, over $700 million in humanitarian aid flowed into Rwanda. This aid was used to restore healthcare facilities, open schools, and rebuild infrastructure, which helped to stabilize the situation in the country and lay the foundation for further economic growth. But President Kagame and his government knew that in order to truly rebuild Rwanda and create a better future for its people, they would need a long-term plan. So, in 2000, they established Vision 2020, which outlines Rwanda's plans for rapid development and aims to make the country a middle-income nation in just 2 decades. This vision is based on 6 key priorities, namely, good governance, international integration, the rapid development of the private sector, infrastructure, human resources, and agriculture. It is a known fact that corruption in Africa is a huge hindrance to development. So what Kagame and his government did was to implement policies and programs that have made the country one of the least corrupt in Africa, giving it a significant advantage in attracting foreign investment and driving their economic growth. In just a short time, the country was able to achieve most of the Millennium Development Goals. The poverty rate dropped from 60% to 39%, and in 2015, Rwanda was able to increase both access and the proportion of girls enrolled in schools. Keep in mind that this was only the beginning of their quick climb from their previous situation. Following significant progress on their Vision 2020, the government launched the Rwanda Vision 2050, which aims to make Rwanda an upper-middle-income country by 2050. This plan focuses on sustainable economic growth and infrastructure development, as well as workforce development, governance, and service delivery. To do this, the government is spending heavily on special economic zones, highways, airports, and other infrastructure to increase the country's allure to foreign investors. Additionally, they are improving the nation's human capital by investing more in training and education initiatives to create the future workforce. You can clearly see that President Kagame and his government have clearly worked hard to transform their country from a completely destroyed nation to one of the fastest growing countries in Africa, and they are aiming for an even better country in the future. However, it is important to note that Rwanda's path to recovery and development has not been without challenges. There has been criticism of the government's authoritarian methods, lack of political freedom, and human rights abuses. While President Kagame's government has made significant strides in terms of economic development and poverty reduction, the human cost of these achievements is also important to consider. Let's just say that with Rwanda's unique history and circumstances, a certain approach to its governance and rebuilding was necessary. Of course, it's undeniable that President Kagame and his government have made remarkable progress in just the last 2 decades. Let us know if you think other African leaders should take Kagame's approach to leadership and development. If you reached the end of this video, consider leaving us a like and subscribing to our channel. Watch these other videos next, and trust me, you will enjoy them.